Everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today is August 12, 2026, and we are scheduled for several mock procurement activities. So we will be having the opening of what now? One civil works project, for goods and related services and pre-bid conference of civil works, pre-bid conference of 13 civil works. And we will be deliberating also the bid evaluation results of civil works and consulting services. Before we formally proceed with our activities, may I request Attorney Aminol for information.
This.
Hello, sir. Thanks, sir. Thank you, Madam Chair. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let us pray. وقال ربكم ادعوني استجب لكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما نافعا وارزقنا فهما واسعا برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد. رب سبحانه وتعالى من ذكر السلام
May I request the Secretariat to call the roll of attendees?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, everyone. For today's several back procurement activities, here are the attendees. Attorney Jahara A. Alin Makadato, the back chairperson. Engineer Mashood Musto Isagin Ibrahim, the back vice chairperson. Engineer Masidi M. Magona, back provisional member for civil works. Engineer Zaman A. Milandas, back provisional member for civil works. Treasurer Khan P. Mansangayan, back member. Attorney Nomairi S. Amirol, head of the back PWG. Ma'am Hannalyn S. Piang, back PWG member. Engineer Jessica Romano, head of the back secretariat. Engineer Erhan M. Romandaya, back PWG. Engineer Vanessa J. Salazar, back secretariat. Engineer Roberto Gabriel Bernardo Pagulong, back PWG for consulting services. Ma'am T.J. Ferrer, back PWG for goods and related services. Attorney Yusuf Al-Bukhari P. Rakib, back PWG for civil works. Also joining us via Zoom is our COA auditor, Ma'am Aisa Ahana. That would be all.
Thank you. So considering that 4 out of 5 members are in attendance, both for the procurement of civil works for maintenance division and construction division. So I hereby declare this proceeding form and in order. We confirm also with the secretariat that they have invited observers from the private sectors and NGOs.
Yes, Madam Chair, we have sent the invitation through mail and through email.
We confirm as to who was invited.
We are inviting NACA, PCA, and PHHRA po.
Thank you. So please, we request the secretariat to have it on file and reflect on our minutes of the meeting that we have requested observers from the private sectors, that NGOs. That is from NACA, PCA, and PH. Okay. So, none attended today's proceeding, but nevertheless, their non-attendance shall not nullify this proceeding. And we have also joining us online, the representative of our resident COA auditor, Ma'am Aisa Ala. Morning, ma'am. And we are also currently live streamed in the official YouTube account of PPWH Region 12, which may be accessible also on the PPWH website as well as in the Zoom platform as posted in the invitation to bid, indicating the Zoom ID account and Zoom ID password for this procedure. So the agenda for today's meeting is 26MO0075, installation application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along Maharlika Highway, Marvel Makar Road, P 1689. +483 to K1695 +596 to P South Cotabato with an ABC of 101,790,130 pesos and a duration of 150 calendar days. So we only have two participating bidders for this project, so that's EC Silicon Builders and Supply Incorporated and Blaze Construction Corp. So now we have here the results of the evaluation of the contractor's profile in the civil works application of the department. So as per EC Silicon Builders and Supply Incorporated, this will determine that the legal license is valid until February 12, 2028. Pickup license is valid until August 27, 2028. With the work experience or SLCC, with a present value of 115,367,276 pesos and 90 centavos. NMCC has been computed to be compliant. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2026. SEC registration is valid until October 3, 2063. With a verified VAR tax clearance valid until January 22, 2027, and a future registration valid until April 26, 2027. Accordingly, we have been ISO 9001 certified by Setsco Services PTE Ltd valid until November 11, 2027. So with that, as per CWA evaluation, Sisoli Bond Builders has been determined as eligible. So requesting that the regime to proceed with the opening of the field technical proposal of Sisoli Bond for this project.
Nice, huh?
So proceeding with the results of the evaluation in the CWA of the profile of Police Construction Corporation. So the pickup license is valid until November 22, 2026 with a valid. But the pickup license accordingly is also valid until June 7. It's valid until June 17, 2028. While it is valid, there is an indicated remarks. Pickup license category does not match to the contract profile. Work experience or SLCC has a present value of 56,791,082 pesos and 84 centavos. The NFCC has been completed to be completed. Mayor's permit valid until December 31, 2023. SEC registration valid until March 25, 2027. With a verified VAR tax clearance valid until May 13, 2027. And a field job registration valid until February 24, 2027. There is no indication in the CWA that they have been ISO 9001 certified. So with that, any manifestation from the back, there is a noted discrepancy in the pickup license category of place construction and their ISO 9001 certification accreditation was not indicated in the CWA report. So shall we proceed in the manual opening of the sealed technical proposal or?
Ma'am, may I review? Yung pickup category, ma'am, even we have finished manually, but we cannot identify it. What is attached is the pickup is really match with the category. Kasi computerized.
For this project, the category is electrical work construction, road safety system. Ito yung ito. Hindi mo na ba ito sa pickup? So, department talaga.
Actually, may ano dyan, ma'am, may naka-specify electrical.
Oo, sa CPR, contract profile processing results. Ang similar categories of work is traffic engineering and management system, including road safety devices. Ikaw may code ito.
Pero, for the ADCS, kung ano natin, tingnan namin sa ating kami.
Subject to the manifestation of the back members, if we shall declare them as ineligible, if they will file a motion for reconsideration, for us to deliberate, we have to consider our processes for the evaluation of the CRB and
Madam Chair, finally, ultimately, just the first, president, contractor, can be given with,
or can we process with the procurement service or pickup license category? Double check.
And with that,
Kasi if we proceed with the opening of the actual proposal, and since even in already in the technical proposal and as sila mention, hindi rin mag-determine if compliant siya or hindi natin ma-proceed sa new financial. So we will have it properly manifested. Still, wala namang eligible. Nakalagay ng pickup license category does not match to the contract profile. Ang contract profile kasi, sir, is electrical work construction. Kung baka mainly construction lang siya, di ba? Sa pickup yes.
kasi kaya nagbibitaw ito dahil dyan. Maraming mga sinabi mga last time nasa kasi yung si Asin.
Meron siyang electrical.
Sa PWA pa siya.
So manifestations, proper manifestations from the back. So since even if we proceed with the manual opening of their pickup license and we are not really, we cannot properly determine whether your pickup has matched with the one. And CWA. So just the same, even if we open the unlocked, it that will be unlocked. Since nasubmit na siya sa CWA.
Not like the lucky is still 60, because na we can identify the different.
So, Madam Chair,
Military division po.
Madam Chair, move the things there in with, basically stop the operation.
In your share, no, per second to them.
I see, can be.
So there is a motion to be seconded, with no objection from the other block members. The motion is hereby approved to declare Grace Construction Corporation as eligible for this project based on the evaluation of the contract of their profile in the civil works application. Accordingly, their pickup license does not match with the contract profile.
Yes.
the technical proposal of Easy Silicon Builder. So we shall be proceeding with the bid opening also of goods and related services. So we have 26 GM 006 procurement of fuel and lubricants for use in the routine and roadside maintenance activities in Maguindanao First and Second District and Cotabato City. Under maintenance division, we have the Australia, Coronado City, with an agency of 10 billion, 90,605 pesos and 24 centavos. With a duration of 120 calendar months. So we have a loan participating bidder, Cotabato Loan Services. We request the DWG to assist in facilitating the opening of the
Diyan lang po sa
technical proposal of Cotabato Shell Service Station or
Camera.
Next, we have 26 GM 008 supply and delivery of materials for use in the repair, maintenance of bridges in Maguindanao First and Second District at Cotabato City. Under maintenance division, DPWH General Office 12, Coronado City, with an ABC of 2,993,291 pesos and a duration of 90 calendar days. So we have five participating bidders. Libo Road Supply and Builders, Elena Vico Hardware, Well Power Tools and Construction Corporation, Freedom Construction and Taj Builders. So we request the DWG to assist and facilitate the opening of the field technical proposal, which is five participating bidders. Next is for basic GM 009, procurement of rental of equipment and service repair for use in the repair, maintenance of national road. Danao First and Second, Danao Second Street for the month of August 2026. Under maintenance division, DPWH Office 12, Coronado City, with an ABC of 2,037,560 pesos. So we have two participating bidders, Norris Construction Machinery and Predent Construction. 26 GM 010 supply and delivery of maintenance materials and personal protective equipment for use in the repair maintenance of national roads in Maguindanao First and Second District under maintenance division. So with an ABC of 11,413,597 pesos and 75 centavos and a duration of 90 calendar days. So we have three participating bidders, RCP Enterprise, Touch Builders, and Credit Construction. So may the request to PWG also for the opening of their city technical proposal for the evaluation of the bank records. working group for the opening of the financial proposal of Easy Solid Builders. After, determining that they have been, that we have passed with all the financial proposal requirements.
Yes. Everybody can.
Fine. Also, evaluation financial proposal of PC Solid Builders for 26M 0075. By the way, the requirements are the bid form, the bid prices and the bid of quantities, the estimates, including the summary sheet, the cash flow. For any missing, incomplete or patently insufficient document with that documents is a ground for after rejection of the bid. So upon evaluation by the bank, it has been determined that the submitted financial proposal of CC Solid Builders have complied and passed all the financial requirements. And their bid offer is in the amount of 99,754,254 pesos and 55 centavos. No discount offered. I repeat, that is 99 754-254-555. So that is all for the results of the opening of the civil works project. So that will be subject for the further bid evaluation the fact that the technical working group thereafter. The low calculated bidder, single calculated bidder will be subject to the further post qualification evaluation by the back of the technical working. Also, the results of the evaluation of the technical proposal of Cotabato Shell Service Station, which is the lone participating bidder for bid 6GM006. So upon evaluation by the bank, has been determined that they have complied and passed all the technical proposal requirements. May request now the technical working group to proceed with the opening of the sealed financial proposal of Cotabato Shell Service Station. Results of the participating results of the evaluation of the technical proposal of the participating leaders for 26GM008. We have the results for Twibo Road Supply. So upon evaluation by the back, it has been determined that they have complied and passed all the technical proposal required. The same is true also for Touch Builders and Supply for 26GM008. The back have determined other that they have complied and passed the requirements for the technical proposal. So I request the technical working group to open the sealed financial proposal of Touch Builders. Tibo Road Supply for 26GM008.
Cotabato Shell Service.
open to evaluation of the financial proposal of Cotabato Shell Service Station as the loan participating bidder for 26 GM 006. So upon evaluation made above, it has been determined that they have complied and passed with all the financial proposal requirements. And their bid offer is in the amount of 10,093,855 pesos and 24 centavos. Information of the technical proposal of Bennett Construction for VM 008. So upon evaluation by the bank, it has been determined that they have complied with all the technical proposal requirements.
Okay. Wala na.
Results of the evaluation of the technical proposals of the participating bidders for 26 GM 010. So we have for Prudent Construction, it has been evaluated by the bank and determined that they have complied and passed with all the technical proposal requirements. Touch Builders and Supply. First, for 26 GM 010, that's been evaluated by the bank that they have applied and passed with all the technical proposal requirements. Requesting the technical working group to proceed in the opening of their sealed financial proposals. So going back with 26. That's it. So, dapat. That's pala. So we have the results also of the evaluation of the technical proposal of 26 GM 009. For the technical proposal of North Construction Machinery. Upon evaluation by the bank, it has been determined that they have complied and passed with all the technical proposal requirements. Credit construction also for 26 GM 009 has been evaluated by the bank and determined that they have complied and passed with all the technical proposal requirements. So may we request the technical working group to proceed in the opening of the sealed financial proposal of North Construction as credit construction for 26 GM 009 for the evaluation of the bank. And we also have the results of the evaluation of the technical proposal of RTP Enterprise for 26 GM 010. That's been evaluated by the bank and they have determined that RTP Enterprise have complied and passed with all the technical proposal requirements. Requesting the PWG to proceed also in the opening of the sealed financial proposal of RCP Enterprise for the evaluation. So going back with 26 PM 008. So we have the results of the evaluation of the technical proposal of well power tools and construction. It has been evaluated by the bank and determined that well power tools have complied and passed with all the technical proposal requirements. So we are only waiting for the results of Elena Vico. Ilan yung 08 natin? Marami, dalawa, tatlo ko nun. May nabasa na tayo, 08.
Na financial. Wala pa.
Wala, financial lahat.
Yes.
Evaluation by the back of the technical proposal of Elena Vico Hardware for 86GM 008. And upon evaluation, the back have determined that Elena Vico have complied and passed with all the technical proposal requirements. So reporting the to assist the back in the opening of the sealed financial proposal of Elena Vico for their evaluation.
Tatlo.
08. Okay.
09. Dalawa.
Zero na. Lima.
Yes po, 8, 5.
Lima.
10. Tatlo. Burden. 10. Yes po.
Okay na.
The evaluation by the back of the financial proposal of the participating bidders for 26GM 009. So we have for Prudent Construction, has been evaluated by the back and determined that they have complied and passed with all the financial proposal requirements. And their bid offer is in the amount of 2,027,000 pesos. No discount off. For Norse Construction Machinery and Equipment Rental, has been evaluated by the bank that they have complied and passed with all the financial and professional requirements. And their bid offer is in the amount of 2,037,000 pesos. No discount offer. So proceeding with the results of the evaluation by the bank of the financial proposal of the participating bidders for 26GM 010. We have for RCT Enterprise, it has been evaluated by the bank that they have complied and passed with all the financial proposal requirements. And their original bid offer is in the amount of 11,400,335 pesos and 50 centavos. With a discount offer of 25%. Or equivalent to 2,850,083 pesos and 88 centavos. The new bid amount is 8,550,251 pesos and 63 centavos. So that is 8,550,251.63. So for Touch Builders and Supply, has been evaluated by the bank that they have complied and passed with all the financial proposal requirements. And their original bid offer is in the amount of 11,408,597 pesos. With a discount offer of 10%, equivalent to 1,140,859 pesos and 70 centavos. The new bid amount is 10,267,737 pesos and 30 centavos. Finally, for present construction, it was being evaluated by the bank that they have complied and passed with all the financial and social requirements. And their bid offer is in the amount of 11,403,490 pesos and 89 centavos. No discount offer. So that is 11,403,490.8. And finally, we also have the results of the participating bidders for 26 GM 008. For Tribo Road Supply, it has been evaluated by the bank that they have complied and passed with all the financial proposal requirements with a bid offer of 3,248,243 pesos and 10 centavos. No discount offer.
No discount.
For Well Power Tools, has been evaluated by the bank and determined that they have complied with the financial proposal requirements. And their bid offer is in the amount of 2,282,500 pesos. No discount offer.
Kunti lang.
For Credit Construction, has been evaluated by the bank that they have complied and with all the financial proposal requirements. And their original bid offer is in the amount of 2,989,115 pesos. And their with a discount offer of 298,911 pesos and 50 centavos. The new bid amount is 2,690,203 pesos and 50 centavos. For Taj Builders, has been evaluated by the bank that they have complied and passed with all the financial proposal requirements with an original bid offer of 2,988,116 pesos and 50 centavos. With a discount offer of 7%, equivalent to 209,168 pesos and 15 centavos. The new bid amount is 2,778,948 pesos and 35 centavos. Finally, for SNFP Co-Hardware, has been evaluated by the bank that they have complied and passed with all the financial proposal requirements with a bid offer of 2,964,526 pesos. No discount offer. So that is all for the results of the bid opening of the submitted bidding documents of the participating bidders for the four contracts for the procurement of goods and related services, and we have earlier the one civil work contract. So that will be subject to the further bid evaluation by the bank and the technical working group, but thereafter we will be conducting the post-qualification evaluation upon due deliberation by the bank of the results of the bid evaluation. The time is 11:52. So we still have video conference for 2 civil works contracts and 13 contracts for pre-procurement conference. And as well as deliberation of the bid evaluation and post-qualification results. So any manifestations from the bank, shall we suspect the proceeding? Aye. So, yes, sir. So in view of the short time, since we will be having a meeting this afternoon, the bank had agreed to continue with the previous conference of the 2 civil works conference. So in manifestation, we will be had a motion from the bank for the adjournment of particularly for the bid of the conference. Second. There is a motion to be seconded with no objection. The motion is hereby approved for the adjournment of the bid opening on and bank shall proceed with the pre-bid conference of the 2 civil works. So for the pre-bid conference, we have in our agenda 25 MO 04242 and 25 MO 0243. So this is for the preventive maintenance of Sarangani Sultan Kudarat Coastal Roads, 31774 plus 279, to K 1777 plus 323 Maitong Sarangani, and 25MO-0243 with preventive maintenance of Sarangani Double Use Road Coastal Road, K 1738 plus 574 to K 1741 plus 304 Land Sarangani. So to present the basic contract data, this will be discussed by the chief of the planning design division, Sir Engineer.
Basic contract data for contract 25MO-0242. Preventive maintenance, Sarangani Sultan Kantar Coastal Roads, K 1774 plus 279, K 1777 plus 323. Like the Sarangani, this is an asphalt overlay, is 6.288 kilometers. The approval for the contract site is 6,500,000. The contract duration of 7,500 days. Contract ID 25MO-0243, preventive maintenance, Sarangani Double Use Coastal Road, K 1738 plus 574, K 1741 plus 304. At Land Sarangani, this is asphalt overlay, 5.624 kilometers. The approved budget for the contract is 48,250,000. The contract duration is 60,000. Madam Chair.
So to proceed with the discussion and the requirements of the documents. This will be discussed by Engineer Roberto Gabriel Capula.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For contract ID 24M00242. Preventive maintenance on Gary Sultan Kudarat Coastal Road from K 1774 plus 279 to K 177 plus 73 Sarangani. And contract ID 25M00243. Preventive maintenance on Sarangani Double Use Coastal Road from K 1738 plus 574 to K 1741 plus 304 Land Sarangani. The scope of work is as follows. Part A has to be strategic as the following. Provision material office for changing or existing provision 4x4 complexity over the HDM basis. Part B of the general requirements is the following. Project is for design work safety and health program, traffic management, and utilization. Additionally. Part C works includes the following, theory and programming. Part D courses includes the following. Levels of sports, emulsified asphalt, bituminous concrete surface wearing force, top day 15 millimeters, and bituminous concrete surface binder force, top day 15 millimeters. Part H miscellaneous structures includes the following. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, and concrete joints in top for the elastic pipe. Will be all in one channel.
Thank you, Engineer. So to proceed with the discussion and the documents to be submitted by the bidders under technical and financial proposals, as well as the process for the submission of electronics, electronic submission of receipt of bids. So this will be discussed by Engineer Janela Maria Romano, Engineer Arthur Malizarte, and Engineer Vanessa James Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, everyone. I will be first discussing the technical data blindness. Case of joint venture, nature and capacity to the contract. Fourth is a statement of the bid with ITB class 5.5. Fifth is the NFCC computation in accordance with ITB class 5.6. Six is a joint venture agreement, and lastly is the bid dated prescribed form and amount in accordance with ITB class 16 and the liability under ITB class. Financials and traffic capacity must be consistent with the completed contracts reflected in CVM. The financial capacity fitted in the NFCC must be supported by the bidder's actual completed projects as recorded in the CCWA, and all documents must be verified. These requirements are pursuant to RA 12009. Page control result of this petition, and makes use of any report, revised guidelines and activities of certificate of execution and certificate of final acceptance for locally funded extension. For the procurement of infrastructure projects following modernization needs. The client project construction commenced at the final acceptance, the constructor shall assume full responsibility. Works, substitution by horsepower. So to continue with the project technical requirement. For the contract, be site engineer for buildings and bridges, BPWH accredited contractors, materials engineer, construction safety officer 3, and construction foreman. The requirements for the key personnel, the project manager should include a copy of the clean IC card. For the project engineer, only accredited project engineers may be assigned to PWH project subject to the next DO 148 series of 2024 shall assign DPWH 7 series of 2024 and shall attach certificate of accreditation or report of praise. The materials engineer must be DPWH accredited and should attach their certificate of accreditation. For safety officer 3, they should have a mandatory 40-hour basic OSH training applicable to the industry. Specific designation per project. Other pertinent documents. The latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership duly received by the Securities and Exchange for corporations in accordance with section 82 of the IRR 2012 and Village's advisory number 2025-007. All bidders shall be required to submit a sworn disclosure of relation and beneficial ownership. Clearly identify the natural person who ultimately owns, controls, or benefits from the bidding entity, whether directly or indirectly, shareholding, voting rights, capital arrangements, elements, etc. Another required document is the ISO 9001/2015 certification or its latest applicable version in accordance with DO number 110 series of 2020. To continue, another technical requirement is the list of contractors' major equipment unit pledged to be used for the project and should be supported by proof of ownership. And for these agreement for these equipment. For these equipment, as measure stating therein that the equipment will be available during post-qualification. Equipment will be available during post-qualification. Details purchased by the bidder, contractor or covered by purchase agreement must be registered under the name of the proprietor or the company within 1 year from the execution of the agreement. Vehicles that remain unregistered under the specified name within 1 year of the execution of the deed of sale will be deemed non-responsive. Additional information in pledge vehicle. Pledge vehicle should be validly insured under a policy under the compulsory third-party liability and should have a valid registration with the LTO on the day of opening of bids. The bidders will attach the following: in their submitted bids, a copy of the LTO official receipt or certificate of registration, their pledge vehicle registered under the name of proprietor or the company, and copy of the proof of insurance of the pledge vehicle other than the compulsory third-party liability. In all cases, the bidder should present the original of the documents during post notification. For asphalt projects, submit or attach a copy of the certificate of accreditation issued by DPW for DO 253 since 2000. The contractor should attach a copy of the inspection report not notarized. And lastly is the contractor certification or affidavit of key personnel as per DO 9 series of 2012, duly stamped and notarized. The following are the sample forms.
Morning, everyone. For the financial requirements, first is the bid form. It must be in accordance with the form prescribed in Section 9 of bidding forms. Contractors must write the original total price of bid written in figures and in words. And if the contractor has a discount offered, please write the methodology of your application and indicate the new bid amount written in figures and in words. For the discounts offered, it will be deducted on the original bid amount and not on the ABC, and the amount written in words will be referred. Second is the bid prices in the bill of quantities. It consists of bid prices written in figures and in words. Third is the detailed estimates. It includes summary sheets indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental used, indicating also the direct and indirect cost in coming up with the bid. Fourth is the quarterly or monthly cash flow and payment schedule. There is also a prescribed form in Section 9 of bidding forms. And please take note that for the facilities for the engineer, the 4x4 pickup type service for the engineer on bare rental basis will be the same as stated in bid documents. And the financial proposal that exceed the ABC indicated shall be rejected, and any missing documents in the mentioned checklist is ground for outright rejection of the bid. For Department Order 110 series of 2024, the implementation of ISO 9001-2015, the certification requirement for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors in the procurement of infrastructure projects of the department. For the other pertinent issues, first, contractors' bid must submit one original copy and two photocopies. Likewise, the same must be book-bounded and properly labeled, tagged and paginated as per DO number 90 series of 2003. And for those who will use SPA in submission of bid, please be informed that we will only acknowledge it if there is a corresponding email of the said SPA from the official email address of the contractor. For the requirements in notice of award, first is the notice with your signed conformant. thereon, the required performance security, the required credit line or cash deposit certificate if applicable, the required contractor's all risk insurance, the precedence diagram method, manpower schedule, equipment utilization schedule, project organization charts, construction method, and construction safety and health program approved by the DOLE. Next is the three-strike policy of the department. The provision governing the imposition of administrative sanctions for contractors who commit acts which tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, such as habitually withdrawing from bidding, submitting late bids, or patently insufficient bid for at least 3 times within a year, except for valid reasons. I will also discuss the electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil work contracts. For the preparation and submission of bids, prior to the deadline of submission of bids, the bidder shall send a copy of official receipt of purchase of bidding documents in PDF format. An auto reply email shall be sent to the bidder after successfully sending the official receipt to the proper email address. Bidders must prepare the electronic bid in a password protective archive format and submit it to the email address identified in invitation to bid and bid data sheet. The submitted electronic bid shall contain 2 files, the technical and financial proposal, both in a password protective archive format. Bidders must submit their electronic bid using the registered email address in CWF. All files and technical and financial proposal must be in a PDF format. The password protective archive file submitted must be opened using the password provided by the bidder and must be successfully opened or accessed by the bank. Bidder shall be given a maximum of 3 attempts or a period of 15 minutes, whichever comes first, to provide the correct password, except in unforeseen justifiable circumstances. Otherwise, the bidder shall be disqualified and the bidder may also be subjected to the sanctions under DO number 17, series of 2015, the three-strike policy as may be warranted under the circumstances. The official email address of our office is electronicbids_r12@dpwh.gov.ph. That would be all.
Okay. So that is what the comment on the mock number. If there are none, I request the secretary to sum up the discussions in this proceeding.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the summary of proceedings for the days for bid counter for contract IDs 25M2.2 and 25M002.3. The basic contract data, including contract description, ABC, and duration, was discussed by Engineer Marshall Boston. The requirements of bidding document, including the general conditions of the contract, the bill of quantities, was discussed by Engineer Roberto Gabriel Bernardo Campo. The documents to be submitted by the bidders in their technical proposal, it was discussed by yours truly, Engineer Janela Mariana Romano. The documents to be submitted in the financial proposal, as well as the guidelines for the electronic submission or receipt of bids, was discussed by Engineer Vanessa James. For the 2 contracts discussed, the deadline of the bid submission is on August 25, 2026 at 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted, and the bid opening shall be on the same day, August 25, 2026 at 10:30 in the morning here at the DPWH Region 12 Conference. Any changes or revisions in the discussed contract will be reflected in issued bid bulletins if there will be any. That will be all.
So in any other items in our agenda, so since there are none, any motion from our block members, so shall we finally adjourn the back activities for this morning for the pre-bid conference.
For future,
Just mention
the previous one for the meeting, space, so
pwede man yung i-click ka lang mga salaman yun.
these big conference and for the
within conference is still very hard.
I've been
They have two remaining is the deliberation and group equipment conference. So since we will have a management meeting at 2 p.m., so if there will be time, the bank will convene once again after the management meeting for the deliberation and pre-procurement. So thank you all for your